Humboldt State and the College of Redwoods. I had to be able to say thank you for joining us on this very special day. It is an honor to be able to be on the Humboldt State campus today for an exciting announcement on the North Coast Nursing Program.
Hey, fantastic.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We want to take a moment on behalf of Humboldt State and the College of Redwoods. I had to be able to say thank you for joining us on this very special day. It is an honor to be able to be on the Humboldt State campus today for an exciting announcement on the North Coast Nursing Program. We're grateful to be able to join with our partners here today. Humboldt State University President Lisa Rossbacher. Thank you so much, President Rossbacher. If we can give her a round of applause. We're also grateful to be able to be joined by the President of the College of Redwoods, President Flamer. We want to recognize Roberta Luskin-Hawk, who's the CEO of St. Joseph's Health, Humboldt County. Give her a round of applause. We're going to hear today from Ryan Lee. He is a student in the LVN RN program at the College of Redwoods and soon to be a multi-generation registered nurse, everyone. An amazing long-term employer here today to talk about the importance of healthcare close to home. Wayne Caldwell, President and CEO of Premier Financial Group. Wayne, and I would be remiss if we did not introduce the individuals in the scrubs right behind us. We have both nursing students as well as amazing nurses at St. Joseph's Health. We are in good hands if we have a medical emergency here today. But we really need to thank them because that is why we're here at Humboldt State, and let's give them a round of applause. Approximately 2 years ago, we approached President Rossbacher about restarting the Bachelor's of Science Nursing program here on the Humboldt State campus. The original program was eliminated in 2011. The North Coast is one of the only regions in the state of California that does not have a Bachelor's of Science nursing program. Yet the North Coast has some of the most severe shortages of nurses and all other medical professionals. This severe shortage impacts the health and well-being of thousands of patients across our region, and it significantly increases the cost with the delivery of health care. In what has become a groundbreaking partnership between Humboldt State and the College of the Redwoods, we couldn't be more excited to announce the return of the North Coast Nursing Program in 2020 here to Humboldt State. Today, we would like to be able to talk about how this is going to work. There are a few steps to this process. Number one, we're going to be expanding the pipeline of qualified nursing professionals here on the North Coast by expanding 2 medical programs. First, we're going to be expanding the licensed vocational nurse program to registered nurse program, also known as the LVN RN program, at the College of Redwoods Crescent City campus. The Del Norte LVN RN program will be starting in 2020, and this is in partnership with Sutter Coast up in Del Norte County. College of Redwoods has a pre-existing LVN RN program at their main campus, already existing in Humboldt, but we know the numbers must increase to be able to meet the demand. About 70 per year is needed here in our region. The CR program will then feed into the new HSU BSN program, which will benefit all medical providers. Open Door Health Center, St. Joseph's, Sutter Coast, Mad River, Trinity Hospital, and of course, Jared Foes Community Hospital in Southern Humboldt. The Bachelor's of Science Nursing program will educate registered nurses who have an associate's degree to a higher level. This additional education will allow nurses to meet new hiring requirements that some hospitals have implemented, requiring a Bachelor's of Nurse in Science degree. It will also allow them to be able to prepare for leadership positions or advanced clinical training, becoming a BSN to a nurse practitioner, for example. And it will make the entire healthcare system here in the North Coast more resilient and it is going to create hundreds of family-sustaining jobs in the years to come. Finally, there is no way, and I get emotional talking about this, there is no way that we'd be able to accomplish what we have without creating an endowment. This endowment is going to advance funding to get the BSN program kicked off next year. And it will help the program sustain itself when we do hit a future recession. To launch this endowment, we have a very special announcement here today. We couldn't be more thrilled to have the woman to my left, Roberta Luskin-Hawk, here this morning. She is the CEO of St. Joseph Health, Humboldt County. She and her board, and I want to say thank you to her board who are here today, have been all in with the BSN program from the very beginning. And I'd like to now turn it over to Roberta for a very special announcement. Thank you all for being here today.
So thank you all for being here today. What may not be known to all of you is I'm a physician, and so I come from a place that truly has a broad and deep appreciation of the foundation that nurses create in all aspects of healthcare, whether at the hospital or the outpatient setting, and in many other areas. And so it's with that really in mind that we saw the opportunity to have this incredible partnership with Humboldt State University to create and bring this program back to life. So it's really with great pride and enthusiasm that I announce today that St. Joseph Health, Humboldt County, has committed a grant of $2 million to be the foundation of an endowment that will sustain this RN to BSN program for years to come.
Can I interrupt?
As soon as I came to Humboldt and met Connie Stewart and others, it was easy to recognize the need. The question is, how do people and organizations across Humboldt County partner to make it happen? And we are so fortunate as a non-for-profit that has an ongoing commitment to investing in the community. We were able to take community benefit funding to create this foundational gift to the program. What it does is really transformational. It allows us to train nurses locally who've achieved their RN but want to go on to their BSN. It also, as the Senator mentioned, creates incredible financial opportunity for those families and for Humboldt in general, given that the average BSN RN in California makes over $60 an hour, so an annual income of about $125,000. So these are jobs that are not only important for the healthcare of Humboldt, but very much important for the economics of Humboldt. When we looked at the opportunity to work together, we wanted to make sure that this was going to be something that would be successful in the long term. And so the passion and commitment we saw from College of the Redwoods, from HSU, from nurses in our community, was something that was clear that if we put it all together and make the correct investment, that we can build on it and really create the sustainable future of nursing excellence. Now there's an opportunity for other organizations in our community to make similar commitments to really position this for long-term success. And I know that we will all be out there asking for that. So I thank everyone here. This is truly a partnership that is going to transform our future. I'm grateful that we had the opportunity to be an important part of it. So thanks.
It's a hell of a way to start the weekend, everyone. So, again, we want to take a moment to say thank you to the administrative team and to the community board who is here today from St. Joseph's. If we can have each of the board members please raise their hand who are with us today, and let's give them a round of applause. President Rossbacher has been a champion of this program since the inception. And we want to take a moment to say thank you so much. She's been instrumental in working with the Chancellor's Office to be able to get this program relaunched. To be able to say a few words, we're honored that HSU President Lisa Rossbacher is here this morning.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for being here today. I want to thank you, Senator McGuire, for your leadership and assistance, all your efforts in helping to bring this program to the North Coast. This is an incredibly generous grant by St. Joseph Health, Humboldt County. And it's one of the largest that Humboldt State University has ever received, and I can't imagine any that are much more important. So thank you so much to St. Joseph. This is just wonderful. And I also want to add my thanks to Dr. Luskin-Hawk and everyone at St. Joseph Health for your more than a century-long commitment to provide excellent health care to the residents of the North Coast. We are so fortunate that you understand the value of partnering with educational institutions to help develop both the professional staff you need and the workforce that our region needs. As the Senator indicated, for over a year, Humboldt State University and the College of the Redwoods have been working closely with regional economic development and healthcare leaders to develop the content and curriculum for this program. It's a great example of how we can work together to address the critical workforce needs of this area. Humboldt State and College of the Redwoods partner in many ways, but this is one of our more ambitious undertakings. And all of us at HSU are honored to be collaborating with our colleagues at the College of the Redwoods. The curriculum builds on some of the best practices from similar programs nationally, but it's designed specifically to meet the needs of the North Coast. Classes will be taught online and in person, and the program will offer students an affordable option to further their nursing education, earn a bachelor's degree, and still be working in our community in the process. This program has a special meaning to me because one of my younger sisters participated in a similar program in the Midwest and finished her program a little bit after her children completed their college degrees. And so this has personal meaning to me as well. The curriculum has 4 important components to help nurses care for patients in our community. These areas of focus include rural health, cultural humility, leadership, and behavioral health. These are particularly important areas of emphasis for the community that we have and for serving our native community in addition. So there's a unique flavor to this program to serve the people and the indigenous people of our region. This innovative partnership would not be possible without the support, the vision, the collaboration, and the commitment of our entire community. And I'm so pleased that today we can celebrate the support of St. Joseph Health, Humboldt County, and that Senator McGuire is here to be part of this celebration. This work will make a real difference in the quality of life here on the North Coast. Thank you all.
The President talked about it. This is a groundbreaking partnership between the College of Redwoods and Humboldt State. And I want to take a moment to say thank you to President Flynn. This gentleman has been on 2-3 times a month conference calls for the greater part of the last year and a half, being able to make it work. And he has been committed to be able to develop that pipeline, the LV into RN pipeline, which will then feed into the HSU BSN program. And we are so excited about relaunching the program LV into RN in Crescent City in 2020. Without further ado, I'd like to be able to turn it over to the man, the myth, the legend.
Good morning. I want to start by first thanking the people of Humboldt County, but also some wonderful colleagues up here for being with me, for the ongoing and committed to support for College of Redwoods. It means a lot to me and a lot to my colleagues. But also, I really want to mention how important it is for this partnership, not just for CR, but also for the ongoing improvement of healthcare in our community. This is very important. We've taken a lot of work to get here, but it is very, very exciting work as well as very, very, very much needed. But also up here with me, I want to recognize our outgoing nursing director, Dr. Allison Pritchard to my right. But I also want to recognize our incoming Director of Nursing. Is she Laura. And she has big shoes to fill. We're very excited for her to take over our program, and we're going to call on her to do some wonderful work with us as colleagues.
This is very personal today. We are developing the family-sustaining jobs and careers for the next several decades. And what we know is when you are a registered nurse, you have a family-sustaining wage here on the North Coast. And it's deeply personal because we have a severe shortage of nurses across Northern California. And we have an individual here today who will soon become one of many generations in his family, the next nurse within the Lee family, and his name is Ryan Lee. He is an LVN to RN student at College Redwoods. He is an employee at St. Joseph Health, and he will be one of the first to be in that class in 2020 for the HSU BSN program. Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be able to talk and represent the CR nursing students. I am in LVN, and I'm in my last semester of the LVN to RN Bridge program at CR, and it's been a wonderful education. But part of my journey was seeing my family members go through nursing. So my nursing idol or my mentor was actually my aunt. She started off as a CNA here locally, went through the CNA program at CR, and then went to the LVN program with Roberta, and then did her LVN to RN Bridge. And then when HSU had a Bridge program, she furthered her education here at HSU. So I followed in her footsteps, and it's very, very personal, and I'm so excited that HSU has restarted the Bridge program. It will help not only my family, but everyone else's family to help further their education, and I'm very honored to be with them.
Mr. Caldwell has been a resident of Humboldt County since 1978, when he founded Premier Financial in 1995. He has a deep connection to the North Coast, and he has a very personal story about the importance of nursing here in Humboldt County, Delaware County, and Trinity. Representing the business community, we'd like to be able to turn the podium over to Mr. Caldwell.
To you all, it is very personal. I am literally standing here today because of the great efforts of our healthcare professionals and St. Joseph Hospital. 3 years ago, they saved my life. From the quick response of the EMTs, the expertise in the ER and the cath lab, right through the aftercare. The experience was amazing and resulted in a full and successful recovery. I am very grateful for everyone's commitment regarding our community's health care. As I was introduced, I am Wayne Caldwell. I am not the president. I don't want to slight my actual president. I am a certified financial planner. I am the chairman of the board and one of the founders of locally owned Premier Financial Group. We're a 30-year-old investment advisory firm, and in that capacity, we serve some 400 local clients, 100 thriving local business retirement plans with over 2,000 participants. So I'm here to share with you that the business community is keenly aware that quality health care is a cornerstone to our success. It allows our clients and all of us to age in place in this beautiful county, and also to be very effective in hiring quality employees. I want to thank all of the county's healthcare professionals for their unwavering commitment to our care, and especially St. Joe's for yet another example of them willing to go above and beyond for our benefit. As a longtime supporter of St. Joe's, and as a student of rural healthcare issues, am convinced that Humboldt County is very fortunate to have extraordinary and expanding rural health care. With the relaunch of the nursing program at HSU, our community's health care peace of mind will be fortified knowing that local nurses will receive quality education and training right here in Humboldt County. This directly is going to impact the health and well-being of our community. Premier has shifted all of its scholarship programs to support the education of nurses and first responders. We are all in this together, and we are fully committed to supporting our thriving community and a greater sense of health care, peace of mind that comes from an understanding, even with all the challenges, the extraordinary rural health care that we already have. So thank you very much.
We'd like to be able to take a moment to be able to thank a few elected officials who are here today. Representing the Humboldt County Board of Supervisors, we have Supervisor Rex Bone. Thank you so much. Humboldt State is very lucky to be located in the magnificent city of Arcata. We have two council members here representing the City Council. We'd like to be able to welcome the Arcata Mayor, Fred Watson, and Councilwoman Sophia Herrera here today. This is going to take a community effort. We are focused on raising the remaining of the $5 million by the end of this calendar year. I will tell you, you're going to hear some important announcements in the weeks and months to come, because we are going to get this job done by December 31st. But we also need the community support. If you are interested in becoming a Founder Circles member as part of the North Coast Nursing Program, President Rossbacher would like to hear from you. 826. She will call you back from her cell phone, by the way. But we are going to be launching a community campaign later this year, but we'll have some additional exciting announcements here in the weeks and months to come. But without further ado, we would like to be able to bring forward the honorary check, where St. Joseph's Health is going to be presenting Humboldt State and College Redwoods with a $2 million check. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to be able to invite the St. Joseph's board to be able to come forward. If they could, if we have each of our board members be able to come forward. And we'd like to be able to include all of our nursing students, so we're going to scoot a little bit that way so we can get everybody in the picture. We're going to head on over this way, and we're going to do the honorary presentation of the check.
They're pushing her right now. Yeah. Where's Martha? Martha's over there.
All right, everybody ready to go? Here we go. We're going to have the mayor, the councilwoman, and the supervisor please join us.
Remember my breast career right here. Perfect.
Good stuff, you guys. So what we'd like to be able to do now is ask for Ms. Luskin-Hawk, Ms. Rothbacher, Mr. Flamer, Mr. Lee, and Mr. Caldwell, please folks, and we're going to be meeting them right out in the hall. We'd like to be able to answer any questions from the press who are here today. We are very grateful that all of you came out on your Saturday. We also would like to be able to acknowledge Hans Stewart from Humboldt State, who has been a She starts crying, I can start crying, so don't do that, Con.
I have to raise more money. We're doing an auction, Mike.
I also want to take a moment to say thank you to Christian from St. Joe's, who has just been instrumental in organizing today's event. Carrie Fodecker as well from our office, along with Carney Greenwich. We now would like to be able to ask each member of the press if you could join us out in the hall. We'd love to be able to answer any questions and any comments that you may have. And then we'd like to be able to invite all folks to be able to enjoy some coffee and goodies. Thank you all for being here. Another round of applause. We'll be back with you momentarily. Thank you so much.